weekend, employees of YouTuber and entrepreneur Dharmann ransacked or actually were on the streets to protest upon certain, working conditions and salary arrears the YouTuber or the entrepreneur has actually been owing them. Now, in a series of comments and posts and even protests, some of these actors who have actually stayed with the YouTuber for a very long time say that they've actually tried so hard to confront the YouTuber to actually allay their fears to the YouTuber, I mean the businessman. However, it turns out that upon several attempts to meet the YouTuber or the entrepreneur who's actually employed them, it turns out that it never materialized. And so some of the actors and workers of Dharman took to the streets to protest. Now, the interesting part of this story is after these people or these workers, went on the streets to actually rant and give certain daring comment about the YouTuber. Some also have actually come to debunk and also defend the actor, saying that all the bad pictures or the bad statements some of his colleagues or their colleagues leveled against the YouTuber or the businessman isn't true. And so we're going to actually take a look at some of the videos where some of the workers who took to the streets to protest, said. When we come back, we'll also give you some visuals where two popular faces of this, production. I mean, I'm talking about Diamond, production have also come. I mean, after we come back, we're going to play some visuals where two actors, very famous actors from this same camp, have actually defended and debunk all the statements by their fellow colleagues. Let's take a look at some of the protest.
Hey Colin, what are you protesting?
I just wanted to have a conversation with my boss.
I protested the man never talks to anyone, he silently fires people, and he doesn't pay anyone what they're worth.
Because everything that is done in the dark needs to be brought to the light.
Because we can't be taken advantage like this.
Because the man won't even talk to us, and he blatantly ignored us. And then he flew to Aspen when he was supposed to be in a meeting with us.
We just want to be heard.
Just talk to us.
Yes, so it turns out that after this series of protests and lamentation by the workers of Dharmann, two popular faces who also were or still are within the same camp of Dharmann have actually come out to debunk every rumors and have actually taken to social media to defend the YouTuber, saying that Dharmann isn't as dark or as black as these people have actually painted. And so two popular faces, like I said, Shanti and Catherine, who were also part of the production team and even actors to the company, have also come out to leveled debunk, I beg your pardon, debunk the rumors. So let's actually take a look at the videos where these two actresses said that every working environment has a one or two flops here and there. However, they can actually dip their hand in fire to say that Dharmann is as pure as what. Let's check out these videos by these two actresses.
Hey, guess what? There are two sides to every story. And then there's the truth. You ever have a group of friends at school that wanted you to stop hanging with one friend because of something that happened between them? But that friend has never done anything to you. That's sort of how I feel right now. Peer pressure is tough. I love all of my friends at the Dhar Mann studios, but rallying against Dhar for whatever reason wasn't and isn't right for me. As a matter of fact, I'm blessed to have had this opportunity to work with Dhar Mann studios for over 3 years now. My life has changed drastically because of it, because of him. And I've met some amazing people on this journey, all the actors, the directors, the crew, Ruben, and Dhar Mann. And the best part is knowing you, our fans from all over the world whose lives have been changed because of the content that Dhar Mann Studios create. Now, I know that there are some of us who are hurt and sad and angry, and I was glad that they were finally being seen and heard, and I was in support of us all getting what it is that we deserve. But now, it's gotten ugly, and it seems to me to have become about revenge. And that's distracting us all from the main thing, which is changing lives. And what I will leave with you is just take care of yourself, love yourself, and find a place where you are loved or create your own. Align yourself with energy that is positive. creative, grateful. And then you can be a light for somebody too. I love you. And thanks for caring.
Any employee anywhere at any job, if they would want to make more money, they would all say yes, of course. Who doesn't want to make more money? Everybody, wherever they work, everybody does. They'd probably all say yes. So the thing is, as an independent contractor, we get offered a role and it tells us in advance at Dhar Mann Studios how much we will be paid and the number of days we'll be working. And if you decide that's good enough for you, great. But you're not stuck there. You're not under contract. You can go and do another project. If you got a project that pays better, hey, go do that gig. No one would fault you. But we know what we're getting into and what the pay is. It's listed before we even decide to say yes. We know what we're saying yes to. Personally, I feel so blessed that I'm working at a job, doing what I love and that I feel like is part of my purpose. And that I'm not bagging groceries for minimum wage, you know? And there's nothing wrong with bagging groceries. It's not what I'm saying. But working a job that you love because I want to use my acting skills that I have. And some of the fans out there, because of the stuff that's being posted right now, are misconstruing what the actors are saying who are protesting when they say that they're not paid a living wage. Some of the fans are thinking we're not even getting minimum wage. And that's just not true. We are getting more than double what minimum wage is. Okay? And every year, every single year that I have worked at Dhar Mann Studios, I have gotten a raise every year. And of the other regular actors that I have asked, they have too. Of course, I haven't polled every single actor. I don't know every single person and, you know, what's going on with them because, frankly, it's none of my business. Because as an independent contractor or especially if a non-union job, there's no union to set the scale, to stipulate what the minimum should be. And I know tons of people in regular jobs who do not get a raise every single year. Or if they do, like I had a friend, she just got a raise of 2 cents. 2 cents. I have coaching clients that get raises of 10 cents, 15 cents, 50 cents. Dhar has given me, and I think pretty much of the other actors, can't speak for everyone, but I can speak for myself. He has given me a raise every year of several dollars more a year. So, and I'm not saying, listen guys, I'm not saying Dhar is perfect. He can do no wrong. Nobody is, right? Except for Jesus. Okay. But we're all fallible. We're all human. We all make mistakes. We learn, we grow, we try to improve. Yeah, there's been, if I'm being honest, there's been a few times where I thought, oh, things could be a little different. You know, things could be better at the studio. And sometimes I speak up about it and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I keep it to myself. Sometimes I'm like, that's not worth talking about, whatever. Sometimes I put a note in the suggestion box. And then within a month or two, I see that they've taken care of some of those changes, right? And things have gotten better. So I see there's effort being made. It's not that they're unwilling to listen from my point of view, from my opinion, or take our thoughts into consideration. But sometimes it's not all of our suggestions are appropriate for what their goals are and what they're doing or what they're trying to do. And I'm not going to tell them how to run their business, but I have seen several things changed when suggestions are made. And I said we needed another makeup mirror and makeup station in Studio One. And within a couple of months, it was there. It was there. I mean, that may seem like an insignificant request, but it helped a lot. I asked for healthier snacks. Hi, sweetheart. I asked for healthier snacks, and I got them. You know, so I feel like if it's not an unreasonable request, and if it's asked in an appropriate manner, they do it. Also, all the directors that I have worked with they're concerned. They're concerned about the actors. Whenever I'm on set, they're like, are you okay? Are you ready to go? What can we do? Do you need a few minutes? You know, it's never like, they're never barking at us. They're asking like, how can I help you? They're wanting to accommodate us. And Dhar Mann Studios always pays us promptly. So many actors I've talked to love that. I cannot tell you the number of acting jobs that I have done where you're waiting 2 weeks and 3 weeks and 4 weeks and 5 weeks and a month and 2 months for your paycheck. And you're having to call and pester production to get your pay. And here at the studio, we're paid within 2 or 3 days after the production wraps. And that is unheard of, completely, from all the sets I've been on. Here's the thing, we all live in the same world, and everything is about perspective. It really is. And you can choose to look at the good in a situation, or you can choose to focus on the negative. For me, personally, I live my life in such a way where I look for the good in people, and I look for the good in situations. Maybe not everybody does that. I look at the good things about Dhar Mann Studios, and the good things far, far, far outweigh any negative things. Having a place to go act on a regular basis, sometimes even weekly, to share my acting work, where I'm not having to audition constantly for 10 or 20 things and prove myself, that's a huge blessing. When I started working there, it was such a good match for me because they wanted to put out the kind of content that aligns with what I feel that I am called to do. So here's the thing, we all have a choice in life. We can choose to see the bad in a situation, or we can choose to see the good in a situation. And I honestly, from the bottom of my heart, think that Dhar Mann Studios is a great place to work. And I am not being paid to say this. The studio, not even Dhar Mann, knows that I'm making this video. Do I think the studio is perfect? No. Then again, no studio is. Not even the big boys making multi-million-dollar pictures. You will find people complaining about the big, huge studios where they have hair, where they have makeup, where they have wardrobe, where they have wonderful catering, whatever it is. You can still find people complaining there.